You're under control, citizen.
Okay, we're live.
Hey, good morning. My name's Rob Burke, Catherine Vitale, and this is Woke in WUville.
Good morning.
Speak up. Underneath, get again.
Gone. Oh, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Hey, listen. The last time we did the Woke in WUville scene was over at the evil person's home over in Roslindale, and under threat of arrest, we had to leave the area. That was the WU Protection Act 1643. Oh, 1663. I'm sorry. And so we got a lot of catching up to do. But Catherine, what we always used to do is take a look at the newspaper, and what do we see here today in the newspaper?
We got oh, there goes my sound.
What happened?
I don't know.
Put it back up there. Let's hear it. Speak.
Hello.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Well, I can't.
Hey, listen,
No.
folks. Listen, folks. When we start getting going here, we'll have all the technology squared away. But this is we just had to get going. That's all. We just had to get going. There's too much stuff going on out here with Woke in WUville as the WU turns. Okay.
So what are we looking at today?
Oh, we can go back to yesterday. I think we go back to the Herald, the guy that is running for Boston City Council that has been like a ghost for 27 years. And he talked about him getting his citizenship like last Tuesday or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's in there today too.
You're gonna open it up.
Sure.
We'll have better.
Get one.
We'll have better technology squared away as we get going right now. It's we just had to get going. I hate to repeat myself, but we're looking at the Boston Herald. By the way, the Boston Herald is now $4.50 for a newspaper. Growing up as a kid, I don't want to date myself, but it was 25 cents. And you either had the red or the green stripe. I'm wearing my WMEX shirt. That used to be the original talk radio shirt in Boston with Steve Frederick. So, anyways, go ahead, Catherine. What do we find out about our friend here?
Yeah, no sound.
Yes, it is.
No, not here. Hello. Hello. Hello.
We just switch sounds. There it is.
Okay, so that article is Howie Carr. He says, hack jobs keep coming.
And who's this guy? This is Henry Santana.
He's my opponent for Boston City Council at Large, Henry Santana.
Now, what's his claim to fame, by the way? He was in charge of what, group awareness?
He was like the director of civic engagement or something.
What is that called? What do you do?
I don't. Oh, civic organizing. Civic
Oh,
organizing.
he was a community organizer.
I guess so.
We're having some disco problems, so keep on talking.
He's apparently been in civic organizing or civic engagement of some sort for his whole adult life. He says that he's from Mission Hill. He went to a private boarding school in Maine.
Where do you go? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Woke Tech? Did you go to Woke Tech?
I don't know who paid for it.
Well, he was a guest of our country for 27 years. So you can imagine who that was. So, folks, we have a lot to catch up with. Obviously, there's a lot of moving parts out here, but I think one of the in the next couple of days we'll have the format done where we'll probably hit the newspaper first, maybe pick up a couple different little stories. For instance, we have the propaganda people, you know, the guys that do the local stuff, smear people, and they run like hell when you try to confront them. We keep our eye on the law firm there of Gaffin, Forey Gaffin and Mr. Groins. Mr. Groins. And so, anyways, eventually we'll have our 800 number there, so you can call in. We want you to call in. And again, this is a show that we'll do all over the city going forward here, because obviously the repeaters aren't covering anything. So what can you do? It's obviously my microphone's out, which is terrible, but what can I say? You know?
Yeah. So Woke in WUville is going to be back 5 days a week.
I don't know yet. We'll see if we can get the first one. Let's see if we can get this whole
If
one.
we can figure out our technical situations, we're back in action in a different location every day. And we're going to be bringing the news of Boston, the truth. Unlike really any other media outlet around here. So let us know in the comments if you live in Boston or if there's somewhere that you want us to do the show. It'll be every morning at the same time once we get our all of our technical things squared away.
Oh, we're on live now. We're being recorded too.
Yeah, there's this massive thing in the parking lot. There goes my volume.
Okay, stay, keep on
There's
going.
a massive thing in the parking lot. We're at a 7-Eleven here. It still says Tedeschi's, but it's 7-Eleven inside. And there's some solar powered machinery in the parking lot with a blue flashing light that has a whole bunch of cameras on it that lets you know every maybe 10-15 minutes that you're being recorded. So, 24/7 surveillance. That's cool, I guess.
It is, let me see, Mr. Sean Reyes always mentions the camera. He calls it as a friendly reminder. They can record us. That's a Boston police unit. Looks like with 3 cameras that probably can see from here to Canada and probably with audio. So, with a Scholar blend. So you can see all sorts of stuff. But when you ever ask them for the video, it's almost impossible. And a couple things we're going to do is hopefully, because I've never thought this in my life, this would happen to me, but after being on the list, obviously the list is always not a good thing to be on, but we're going to find out what the story is on that list. We'll peel back the onion and we'll keep it going so people understand what's cool and what isn't cool. To be surveilled, this is like Bulgaria in a James Bond movie in 1960. This is like awful stuff. So we'll do a couple things about that, how to get your records, hold your feet to the fire. More and more records are coming in, whether it's the Boston Public Library, which was February 18th, or the Woke and WUville people out in front of her house peacefully protesting unjust policies that no one ever voted on. We'll be talking about that also. So what else is happening?
I think we're still trying to figure out the list because we don't have answers. Why? And we also don't have concern from a lot of people in Boston. Why is the mayor's office conspiring with the Boston Police Department to arrest people and charge people for crimes that make no sense at all? I mean, everybody is getting charged with disturbing the peace. And, we know that at least the Boston Herald has asked the real questions and is not getting any answers on why this list was sent to the police, why people on this list have been arrested. They say that we were harassing and physically intimidating the mayor at the Dorchester Day Parade last year, which is simply not true. We were peacefully protesting her. So
and, we're going to call Mr. Forey, who was on with John Keller the other day, saying that he witnessed it or something of that sort. So listen, Bill, we live in a modern day. Everybody has cameras, and you said you witnessed the harassment, as you called it, or you're just commenting on the harassment that John Keller was commenting on. Either way, if you got video, Bill, let's see it. Let's see it. Show us where you were. Show us the video and prove it. Otherwise, never happened. It's a lie, Bill, okay? It's a lie. You come off as the Dorchester repeater. And listen, buddy, if you're going to write stuff, try to smear people, you better have the receipts, okay?
Because we definitely have video of our protests at the Dorchester Day Parade last year. We have video of everything we do all the time. So we have video of when 3 of the protesters got attacked by the priest, Michelle Wu's friend and supporter, Father Conway. He attacked 3 protesters, and we have that on camera. He had to be pulled away by now retired Boston Police Superintendent Bailey. And it was a peaceful protest. It was not in any way harassing or physically intimidating. The only people doing the physical intimidation were the police and the priest and Mr. Wu
Not Mr.
and the EMS chief James Woolley. Those were the ones that were intimidating people that day, not us. Not us. And even still, it's a list of non-criminals, and 4 of us have been arrested since then.
You know, what's funny is, and also obviously with these unlawful detentions, okay, what's funny about this, if you've been to the courts all the time, it's always moving the goalpost. It's always another rule they add, another obstruction. But they don't want to adjudicate the case, because if they adjudicate the case, if they don't adjudicate the case, you know, we have someone.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
What's up?
He's just doing this.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to, Mr. Hybrid? He doesn't like it. We got a guy sitting here with a radio. Turn the camera on. Say hi.
Hi.
Everybody.
How you doing? Did you want to come talk? All right, have a good one.
Boston employee, I'm sure. Thank you.
Is it on you?
Yeah. We had our first agitated person, which is good. Here you go.
He's unhappy.
He's not happy this morning. He stopped at the exit of the parking lot, and there was no reason for him not to drive away, but he just sat there and turned up his music just to be
He didn't
an arrogant asshole.
Yeah, he must have been. I don't know what his problem. It's okay. We get that all the time. Those are what you call drive-bys, and they drive by, they say things, and then when you confront them, they run. That, for instance, our boy, Mr. Pub Universal guy, Adam Woody Allen,
Mr. Weasel.
Mr. Weasel. I've seen this guy. Let me put the backstory. If you're on Twitter, what actually happened is we were at a coffee with the Monster out in West Roxbury. And what was happening is sort of a little scrum going on. And I didn't know, but this guy was on my left back shoulder. And he stuck his camera right by the side of my face. So if I turned to the left, I would have poked myself in the eye. And that's why I was saying in this video on Twitter that that's what the backstory is. He put a camera right by my eye. So if I turned it, it would have poked me in the eye. So that's why I was calling in. This guy likes to hurt people with cameras. Not that he could use a camera, but he actually uses basically a weapon. So it's just the way these people are. We want to confront them. Hey, listen, we want them to write the stories, but we also want them to be accurate. We want them to tell the truth, not using male lexicon. Speaking about lexicons, okay? The other team, and let's not mince words, the communists, okay? The communists disguised as, masquerading as other things, social justice warriors or wokesters or whatever. They use a different lexicon. So we're going to have to go through and dig into that, because the words that they use, they're the same words, but they have a different meaning. And they love the racist card, okay? That's what they have, because most communists are racist, anti-Semitic, and chauvinist, and they prove it every single time. Look what they did to Kennedy, who was, to me is real liberal. They destroyed him in his situation up at the House of Representatives. Unbelievable. These people will turn on their own. And again, they're never going to stop. So that's why we're out here.
And they never want to have a conversation.
Never.
They never stop and talk.
They never. They always throw Molotov cocktails. And in my terminology of Molotov cocktails, they'll say something to you, and then they'll run away. And when you confront them on it, they just run away. Yeah. They get really quiet. A lot of them just have low self-esteem, and that's the problem, And all these people, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same. And I'm sorry, the clock? Yeah. Oh, it's 6:59. And again, we'll get the format down, so every 15 minutes we'll just keep a conversation. Hopefully we'll take some calls. I don't know if you guys are doing any type of chatting, but what you can do is get this out and just push it out. And we'll start it as much as we can. I know I can do this on Thursday. I don't know about tomorrow. What day is today?
Today's Wednesday.
So tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be back again in a secret location. It will put the information in a hermetically sealed envelope inside a mayonnaise jar. That was from the old laughing show. But seriously, we'll talk about some points, and please send us some information. Listen, we want to have these conversations with these people that smear us all the time, try to gaslight us, bully us. It's all the same crap, okay? Whether it's the Karen over at BU, whether it's the Karen in the Boston Library, whether it was the Karen in front of Michelle Woozer. By the way, they all look the same too.
They do.
They all have pie faces,
So
and
freaky.
they have short hair, and they know everything. They know everything.
Almost as if somebody sent them.
They know everything. Oh, and the funny thing about them is this: they can't do anything. They can't. They're useless. They need more parenting. That's what they really need. More parenting.
Mhm.
I mean, we're gonna do
They
this.
probably should have been homeschooled, honestly.
Now, if anybody's giving you a hard time, make sure you
Or
get
they're vaccine injured, maybe.
yeah, if anybody's giving you a hard time, make sure you get some video of them walking. Okay. And when we get them walking, we'll put them through the diagnosis machine, and we'll come back with a profile, so you know exactly what they're going to do, how they're going to say it, and you're never surprised. And then, obviously, the next thing is the authorities will show up always,
Yeah.
always, and your line is always
The people who hate the cops are the ones that call them so much. I don't
the
understand.
defunding the police people, and it's always the same. And we talk to the police, and hey, listen, whatever they're doing, we always say, what took you so long, and then who called you? Where's the report? And there's never any of this, and they just show up automatically. And again, we're going to be going back over the list. That's a real big thing because we want to know how sneaky these people really are. How sneaky they infringe on my constitutional right. That's a no-no, folks. Not even people should stand for. But you're gonna have to pick sides pretty soon. You're gonna have to stand up for yourself
Yeah.
and not worry about what people say, because remember, only 8 to 10% of the people in the country didn't go with the nonsense. And let's admit, nobody wants to admit they made a mistake. Oh my God, are you kidding me? And again, hey guys, let's put the jocks on here and get some testosterone going, okay? We can't have any more feeble men and hysterical Karens, woke Karens out here. They're all berserk, like the girl in the video on my Twitter here. She was out of control.
Woo.
She was nuts. And think about this person.
You don't deserve to be here.
You're a bad person. Oh, you're a bad person. Who are you? You have no moral authority. You're hanging out with a lunatic.
Yeah, your shoes are gonna break.
Your shoes are gonna break if you talk to it. But anyways, listen, we're gonna get better at it all the time. And again, this is the Mickey Mouse thing. I thought we had this for some reason, but something's wrong here. Obviously, the switch is wrong or the connection is wrong. I'll try to keep on chatting.
Yeah, we gotta get some Bluetooth microphones or something. We're broadcasting on a budget here. But yeah, we're revamping WUville. We're gonna be out hopefully every weekday or most weekdays in a different location, talking about what's going on in the city, because no other media is telling the truth. So we're here to tell the truth. If you know about anything that's going on in Boston and you want us to draw attention to it or shine some light on it, let us know. Today was our first live run, so we have a couple of hiccups, but hopefully we'll get better as we go.
I can talk to you. We got some music going on there. Everything's going crazy with this Bluetooth crap, It's good when it works, but we're outside. And that's another thing. We're outside doing this. We're not in some office. We're not in some studio where you have everything plugged in, okay? We have drones. We have people bringing us power. The point is this. We try to do the best job we possibly can with nothing. And it just shows that you folks can do the exact same thing. And what we'll do is try to recruit a reporter in every single area, every single zip code, and send us a 30-second clip, or send us a text, no more than 50 words. That's about a minute, okay? And just report on what's going on, you know, because the other team, they're complicit. They're not going to do anything. They're gaslighting you. And you got to always ask them, why aren't you covering this? Why aren't you covering this? And they come up with this stupid stuff that they cover. And we talk about a couple things too. The issues obviously in the city of Boston. I don't live here. Here we go. Our friendly reminder is talking to us with the. We'll turn that around for a second while we're talking. Keep on talking. Yeah.
I was going to show you this machinery that they got going on here in the parking lot.
Can you say it?
Barely.
By the Tedeschi sign?
Yeah, you can't. It's like far away.
Okay.
It's just it's a massive pole with low flashing lights and a bunch of cameras that announces every few minutes or so that you're being recorded. It's kind of creepy. But that's what the people want. They keep putting people in office to usher in all of this surveillance, and they keep begging the government to keep us safe. So for whatever reason, the people of Boston want to be surveilled. I don't understand. I don't want to be surveilled. Do you?
No, I don't need to be surveilled. I really don't. But let's and again, I think without rambling on, what we'll try to do is be on top of some issues. Obviously, feedback from people, because this is just an outlet. This is just an outlet. We got the woke and WUville logo on the right. Again, that was actually when we first put that out. They called us racists, because they thought it was a red Chinese thing.
Yeah, and they're still calling me racist.
You know, but again,
You're no white supremacist.
we'll have to go into the Trotsky world. But he wasn't the one that coined the frame racist. So we'll go into the history of that. And the most important thing is understand when they use certain words, what they mean, okay? They're not talking to us. They're talking about us, okay? They have no solutions for anything. And believe me, Adam, if you're at home hiding underneath the desk, okay, you can come and join us and defend yourself. Same with you, Mr. Forey. Come on out and defend yourself. If you got the receipts, let's see the video. You said you were there. I'll have to review the video with John Creepy Keller there.
Bill Forey of the Dorchester Reporter. We're calling you out. We tried to talk to him the other day, and
the other one,
he ran away.
Yeah, you ran away. Bill, can we release the video of you running into the elevator?
They should change the name to the Dorchester Repeater.
The repeater. Bill, can you? Bill, release the video of you running into the elevator. Remember, Bill, we shook hands. we shook hands. We shook hands. And what happened was, when we shook hands, I said, this is what I said. I'm going to record this so you can have a copy just to protect ourselves. And the minute I said that, you turned around and said, I don't give you permission to videotape. And at that time, you looked like you saw a ghost. You turned around and you ran back into the building at 150 Mount Vernon. You just jumped on the elevator, and Catherine and Sean, who are both running for Boston City Council, said, hey, we want to have a meeting with you.
Yeah, we called and we left quite a few voicemails.
And what happened was, you said, set up a meeting. And we shot the video right after that.
Just like Wu said, go to City Hall.
So we shot the video of them calling you a couple times. So Bill, your word's no good. I understand.
Yeah, we'll post those videos later. Don't worry.
So if your word's no good, it's okay. No one challenges. You should enjoy this, Bill.
Nobody has ever challenged Bill Forey.
Because you're into the diversity, equity, and inclusion thing. I think that's what one of your gigs is.
DEI.
And to act like you're with Keller,
Division, exclusion, and inequity.
and with Keller, okay, to act like you were some independent type person. Your family's involved in the Democratic machine, okay? Let's cut the crap. Will you, buddy? I mean, who are you talking to? And the other guy, Mr. Groins, what's his rap? What's he all about?
I don't know.
What's his first name?
From what it looks like,
Groins?
from where I'm at, it looks like he is a paid role.
Yeah. And so is he in
Chippy.
Dip?
Chippy.
Dip groins.
Chippy.
Now, who is he associated with?
Harvard. I don't know.
Oh, another Harvard hater.
GBH.
Another Harvard hater. You know, they put up more. All the local lunatics.
He helped get Ayanna Presley elected in 2018.
She didn't go to Harvard. She wasn't bright enough to go to Harvard.
I don't know.
She was a carpetbagger from
Affirmative
Chicago.
action didn't get her there.
The chief was over there ripping off people. Then Michelle Rudeau was there. She's another one. What was that article about the racism about her? She's married. Someone put an article about the fact that she's talking about white people is her problem, and her husband's white.
Michelle Wu?
Yeah. There's an article. We'll post it a little bit later.
Her husband's white and a Republican.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
And his family is Republicans.
Terrible.
His last name is Pewarski. We know why she didn't take that last name.
So we always call him Mr. Wu.
Yeah.
So
But that's what it is anyway. He's
So listen, it's we're gonna probably cut this in a little bit. We like to start at certain times and keep it tight. Obviously this microphone was a pain, but we'll figure that out because we have some technology coming. And yeah, we're looking for, if you want to contact us, we'll have our own email for WUville, and obviously the 800 number for WUville. So when you're out trolling around, if you want to have a few laughs, we're looking for a composer.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a song together.
A little rap.
Anybody can produce a song for me.
A little rap song. So
but we gotta go home now.
We gotta go home now. We're gonna. This is the hardest thing in this stuff is just to start, and we'll have all the technology squared away. Mickey Mouse microphones don't work. Always remember that.
Yeah.
So I get the Bluetooth going. I don't know.
So tomorrow?
Yeah, 1 second. Let's see if. Oh, here's a sad song for the people. No. I'll go with the.
I don't know about music.
We can't use the music. That's another thing. We have to check the rules of what we can't do. Yeah. So instead of rambling.
But thank you to the whole 3 people watching. We appreciate it.
That's more than 8. Listen, it's 3 people.
It's more than 0.
And this will be how long will this be put back out again? This will roll out again. We'll just post it. People get to it.
Oh, it's posted immediately. Yeah. So
we're streaming on what do we got?
YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah, tell your friends. And if you want to participate, we haven't had any participation by any of the audience today. And maybe we'll wait for a few more minutes before we go to see if we can get audience participation. But again, remember, we're doing this on the road, and all these other losers are all stuck in studios, and they're useless. You want to be out here with these people. Yeah. These are real people. When we see these people out here, they ask us what we're doing. We tell them what we're doing. We ask them maybe the 1 or 2 questions that may be important to them, but issues in the city of Boston. And this is Catherine's thing. As a congressional candidate, I only mentioned this once. I have pieces of Boston, but not the whole thing. Sir, would you like to tell us what's really bothering you about the city of Boston? You can.
I'm late for work.
You're late for work. That's another thing. He can't get to work. Hello, buddy. He's late for work. Excellent answer.
Yes, because everybody's made to be too busy working to pay attention to what's going on, and that's how they get away with everything they get away with.
It's called the din. They give you so many things to keep your mind occupied. You can't focus on anything.
Yeah.
The din.
Part of the plan.
So, anyways, we got the noise should be coming on pretty soon. That's a phone backing up. Get the chimney sweep. So we're going to figure this again. We'll have a much better format. We'll be at different locations. So this is we're down at Dorchester here.
Neponset.
I'm sorry. We're across the Boston Fire Department, and we're just chatting. See if we can talk to a few people. But it's like everything else. Don't put me on camera, and especially the ones that really don't like you. They'll come running right over to you and say, "I don't want to be in your camera." So why'd you come over? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So
I don't consent.
I don't consent.
I don't consent.
I
to
don't
recording
consent
me
to
in public.
recording me. That was I do not consent. I do not. I won't. I can't. I shouldn't. But like I said, we just.
That's what Bill Foyer said.
That was Mr.
I don't consent.
From the law firm there. Let me see. Let me just check out the Twitter feed that I posted yesterday with them. 1 second.
Unfortunately, Mr. Forey, you don't
Can we call
have to consent when you're in public. You have no expectation of privacy.
Can we call you Bill?
Because I definitely don't consent to this massive thing of cameras in the Tedeschi's parking lot. But hey, nothing I can do about it, right?
Okay, we have just to give you an update on the when we talked to. It says on my Twitter feed at Burko Eyes, it says check out the one of the members of the pod. We call them the pod instead of the squad. And the members of the propaganda ministry, Forey, Gaffin, and Groins. And the girl, Annie Hall, there walking by. I say lots of low self-esteem from the hysterical gal pal. And I posted this yesterday.
Who is she?
Who knows? If anybody knows who this person is, please.
Who is Adam?
Just-
Adam Gaffin.
Just tell her we're worried about her. That's all. We're worried about it. So I just put this on yesterday late, about 8 o'clock. It had 1,200 views on it. And this is a typical guy. And these people are a dime a dozen. They're all out there. They're smear merchants. Okay, their job. Again, John Keller's job is to be the gatekeeper. He's the one to steer the narrative, to poo-poo the list and all that type of stuff. Okay.
Don't forget about disabled Brian
Oh yeah, we have disabled Brian too. Bring him in later. Yeah.
and Rousey Rita over in Plymouth.
Oh, she's terrible. She's terrible. She's terrible. There's all these people. We're just defending the regular folks out there that, are regular people. I don't have any moral authority on anybody. These people think I need them as my parents. Are you kidding me? You can't even take care of yourself. As they're the most dysfunctional people. And when you challenge them on anything, all they do is they run, they call you names, and then they gaslight you, project. It's all funny. So, anyways, listen. It's 7:18. We're gonna wrap this up. Here comes the 202 via Neponset Ave, and that's
The 202. This is the bus that you do need to pay for still.
So there you go. They have the bike rack, and the folks for all the people in the bike lanes. You can put your bicycles right on that front rack. And all right, then we're gonna sign on. And my name's Rob Perkins. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.
And I'm Catherine Vitale, candidate for Boston City Council. We will see you tomorrow.
And okay, well, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you, folks.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Thanks. Oh, 4 people.
Excellent.
Now I just need to find my cursor. Okay. Bye.
WM React.